the local police, and in this case, the NCRPO under Deputy Director Barilla is the one in charge of the situation on the ground. Now, considering that lives of young children are involved, indeed, we are concerned about it. That's why we fielded no less than our MMDA chairman to be on the ground, and you can be sure that Chairman Fernando will be able to get the exact position of the hostage taker, and together with other authorities, I'm very sure the local governments there, I'm very sure some politicians are there. I saw on television that Senator Villa was there, and he's still there, and for that matter, even Senator Lim is there. So, siguro sa pagtutulungan ng lahat mga well-meaning citizens, both in government and in private, baka mapapag-usapan natin si Mr. Ducat na in due time, i-release na yung mga kabataan at siguro naman magkakameron tayo ng kalutasan doon sa kanyang mga hinihiling.
Thank you, sir. We'd like to recognize now Mr. Paulo Romero, Philippine Star, to be followed by Ms. Weng de la Fuente of Net25.
Sir, are there any instructions to the authorities on the ground whether no rescue will be attempted? This is mainly a concern of the parents of the children. And are there any assurance that a rescue would be the last resort in this case, sir? Well,
on a situation like this, the paramount consideration, of course, is the safety of the hostages, and in this case, especially these are young children. You can be very sure of that. And for that matter, even the SWAT team of the PNP have been trained on this. So you can be sure that if there is any physical rescue that could turn out violent, it will be a very, very last resort. But for the moment, the instruction is try to resolve the issue so that nobody gets hurt and the children are safe, and that even the hostage taker is properly accounted for, and that as much as possible we should have maybe less or no collateral damage because it's right there in the heart of the city.
Sir, though the details of what's happening inside the bus are still sketchy, there are already questions this early about on how a person who had a record of staging similar acts in the past was able to acquire firearms, assuming that he has gone through the regular procedure. Are there any moves to look into the matter of him being issued?
Well, I am very sure this is already being looked into by the authorities, especially we have information that he had been involved before in such an incident. So you can be very sure that right now they're already digging into the records. But alam naman ninyo sa situation na ganito, they always come up with something that is irregularly acquired. For example, wala naman taong binibigyan na lisensya ng makatanga ng hand grenade. Pwede ba naman merong permit to carry firearms, merong permit to carry hand grenade. So ibig sabihin, talagang illegally acquired yan. At harinawa na hindi katulad na nangyari na tatanda ninyo 2 weeks ago, nabitawan nyo yung granada, pumutok. Ito sana wag mangyari. At harinawa na hindi totoo yung granada kasi may nagsasabi baka naman hindi totoo. Pero trained naman dyan ang mga SWAT team natin. They will know what to do. At uulitin ko, ang paramount consideration ay ang safety ng mga hostages, especially mga kabataan.
Thank you, sir. Kinikilala po natin si Ms. Weng de la Peña of this Net25 to be followed by Ms. Eileen Incha of DCBB.
Yes, good afternoon, sir. Just to follow up also on the hostage taking, would you consider this as an embarrassment to our government because, like what Maria said, it has been exposed internationally?
Well, siyempre, tunay na nakakahiya. But hindi man natin kontrolada kasi ang isipan ng mga tao, lalo na yung mga masasamang pag-iisip. Kaya gawin na natin ang magagawa natin sa ganitong pagkakataon para magkameron ng resolution ng problema. Pero katulad yan, kaakibat yan ng mga ibang issue pa, akala nga nila ay ganun kagulo dito sa Manila o sa Pilipinas, lalong-lalo malapit ng eleksyon. Pero ginagawa ng paraan ng may kapangyarihan para mabawasan o ma-eliminate itong mga incident na ganito.
Sir, would this affect yung efforts po ng government to invite foreign investors?
hari nawa ng ating mga kababayan ay mapakinig nila na sana naman huwag tayong gumawa ng ganitong mga bagay dahil kung ang ating problema ay kahirapan, ang isa nakakatulong sa problema ngayon ay sa kawalan ng trabaho. Walang trabaho dahil walang mga factory. Walang factory dahil mga investor natatakot pumunta sa Pilipinas. Sana makatulong sila sa ating paghanap ng solusyon sa ating kabuhayan imbis na maging problema pa at lalo na nakakatulong sa pagkahirap natin. Mabuti na itanong mo yan. Para ngayon, yung ibang mga taong masabi natin, maging patriotic naman sila na ang tulong na lang nila sa ating bayan ay yung hindi gumawa ng ganyang kaguluhan. Para sa ganon ay makahikayat tayo ng mga investor sa Pilipinas.
One last point, sir. Alam naman nun natin, election period, and the issues raised by the hostage taker involves poverty, tapos yun pong education, na alam nating issue ngayong darating na election. Any message po to everybody? Dahil alam natin na may sasakay po dito sa isyong to.
Well, hari nawa. Nung nasakyan yan at baka ma-encourage pa, baka mamaya-maya after today, after a week or so, meron na naman. Tapos ganun din naman ang kanta nila dahil sa kahirapan, dahil sa graft and corruption. Let's not encourage these very bad tendencies of people with criminal minds. Kaya sa palagay ko naman our political leaders especially are responsible enough na hindi nila sakyan ng ganyang mga issue at alam nila na hindi naman tama yon na gamitin pa ito sa politika itong mga issue na inilalabas nitong hostage taker.
Ms. Eileen Incha is now recognized to be followed by Ms. Miranda de Quiros of ABS-CBN.
Sir, sa insidente pong ito, meron po bang magiging pagbabago sa guidelines na maaaring ibaba sa Education Department tulad po ng halimbawa pag-background check na rin doon sa mga school owners lalo po sa daycare?
Definitely. Sabi ko nga kanina, nung kami nagtatanghalian, diyan nakikita ninyo ang kahalagahan ng mga background check pagka mayroong mga nag-a-apply ng trabaho. Katulad, akala nila, yung pag-apply na maging driver ng isang bus na katulad niyan ay napakasimpleng bagay. Ikurin mo itong nang pangyayari ngayon kung bakit siguro hindi na background check na mabuti. For that matter, pati yung pagpapalabas ng mga schedule ng mga gagawin ng mga estudyante. Akala ng iba, very ordinary lang yan. Kita mo na pagsamantalahan ng isang criminal element. Kaya maging leksyon ito sa atin sa mga pamahalaan ng eskwelahan, sa namamahala ng mga opisina, both private and government, na kinakailangan meron tayong mga security safeguards para hindi ma-encourage ang masasamang tao may masasamang isip. Tama ka, kinakailangan ma-background. Yan ang dahilan kung bakit sa mga trabaho, simple security guard, simple waiter, simple thing, simple that, ay kinakailangan bigyan talaga ng masising investigasyon bago kuhanin ang isang tao.
Sir, may advice po ba tayo dun sa mga negotiators na sikaping bago maggabi makahanap po ng pinaka-epektibong solusyon para matapos na po yung hostage taking?
Sa ating mga karanasan, hindi naman masyado tumatagal yung mga ganyan, lalo-lalo na kapag nakombisyon natin yung hostage taker, ang katapatan nung nakikipag-usap sa kanila. At sa palagay ko naman naiisip din yan ng hostage taker na siya ikabubuti ng marami na matapos ito sa lalong madaling panahon. At hari nawa na mapag-isipan ng hostage taker na kinakailangan siguro tapusin na natin ito at napangakuan siya na talaga namang gagawa natin ng paraan na yung kanyang mahinaing na within the ambit of the authorities of both local and national agencies will be attended to properly.
Kinikilala po natin si Ms. Miranda de Quiros ng ABS-CBN, and it's still on the same issue to be followed by Mr. Ralph Guzman of GMA7.
Hostage ninyo ako sa issue na yan, no?